Well, we're just delighted to have you all here with us. We've just been crazy about this play for what it's been, I guess, two years in development, and it's so exciting to have such a terrific cast here to produce it. This is what, our 9th play by Richard Greenberg that we've done, I believe?
I'll actually tell you. I have a nice segue. Martin kicks it over to me to let you know that
I wasn't kicking it over to him.
we're really delighted to have a long and distinguished relationship with Richard, and we're looking forward to have him join us. We're also delighted to welcome Pam MacKinnon, our director, who is certainly one of the, I think, the bright emerging lights in the American scene as a director.
Sure.
Look at the aura.
No pressure.
But she certainly distinguished herself doing the work of Itamar Moses, and is one of the few directors who has received the blessings of Edward Albee to direct his plays, and that is no mean feat, rest assured. So we know we're in great hands with Pam, and so we'll look forward to the whole process of a terrific cast, some wonderful designers working on the process, so it's going to be a great experience for us. This will be a major cornerstone of the Pacific Playwrights Festival, and we're off to a great start.
To introduce the acting company, Marin Hinkle is playing Abby.
Hi, I'm so happy to be back, you guys.
And Matthew Arkin is playing the lover and the dad. Arye Gross, reprising his role as Seth. And Jenny O'Hara as Anna. The primary action of the play will occur as far downstage and sort of, in the room as possible. If you take a look at the model, there are these 3 downstage benches, 2 of which have a really direct relationship with the audience. So I can imagine, a lot of the world takes place there. There are some scenes that are very literally in a park, some scenes in hospital, some scenes in hotel room, but we're going to live in this sort of abstracted park world that then we change slightly. There's a park close to where Rich lives, and I went there and took a ton of photos. Like, I'm not very good at editing that stuff. I'm not a designer, but sort of like, here's a photo, here's a photo, here's a photo, ooh, cool tree, ooh, tricycle, ooh. And I sent them all to Sybil, and it was like this, I'm sure this like, tidal wave of visual information. And then we started to sort of distill and distill and distill. So the Jungle Gym first was quite a literal replication of what I'd taken snapshots of, and then it turned into something. Well, what could a jungle gym be that's just the bare bones of it? And so that's sort of what we've wound up. When you only have 7 elements, what is the floor, of this world? And so we talked at a certain point about, well, what if it is sort of a high gloss? It's not naturalistic. It's it sort of holds this simple park in some kind of relief. And again, we can sort of play a lot with light, figuring out how light hits that, and sort of have more of an impact than if it were, a literal concrete, sort of sidewalky kind of space.
I think we made a really solid choice to base the play in the park, in the memory, and then allow it to transcend time and place. And I think that the choice to do the floor glossy so that it can pick up the life and the vitality that the lights bring to us, so that when you start dancing in your hotel room, that it can take on a whole nother world, and that can really be quite beautiful. So there's many moments we're hoping to get like that out of the basic park architecture, but still allow us to feel in that closed-in world that it's safe, that the colors are warm and they evoke the fall, the colors of the trees that you so vividly recall. And for me, that the little touches of color that we might put in the trash can or in the tricycle, that all helps us to bring those memories to life.